And now we welcome Mykyta Poturaiev, Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Humanitarian and Information Policy in the Ukrainian Parliament. Good afternoon, sir, and thank you very much for joining us on our show at TVP World.
Good afternoon. Nice to hear you.
Unfortunately, we have seen an increase of Russian attacks in Ukraine in the last 24 hours. Could you just give us a lowdown as to what has exactly happened and the impact of that in Ukraine at the moment?
Well, Russia continues systematically attack our energy infrastructure. And their main targets are power generating plants. So it's kind of more or less new tactic for this year, and it is clear what they are trying to do. They are trying to organize not even dark, but first of all, cold winter in Ukraine. So they, as far as we can understand and predict, they hope to cause a new crisis of migrants, so as domestic, so as European, because of course, if we are not able to provide people with the normal temperature in their houses and apartments, a lot of people had to find other places to live, just to live. The second target is our gas transportation system. We have to keep in mind that Russian-Ukrainian contracts for transportation of Russian gas, they're finishing. And it means that they're not motivated anymore, even to hope to use Ukrainian transportation system for their natural gas. And at the same time, I think that they perfectly well understand that Ukrainian transportation and tank system, because Ukrainian, since Soviet times, has absolutely unique system of saving gas in very, very great amounts. So we have unique underground tanks for great volumes of natural gas. And of course, it already is used partially for European needs, and definitely can be used for European needs in future. So what they're trying to do is to destroy this unique system. Thanks God, they are not successful, because the system was built in Soviet Union with some I would say understanding of possible nuclear war. The Soviet Union always was going to start first, so that's why it is well protected. But it doesn't mean that sooner or later they, Russians won't have some success, not full success, but of course it causes understandable risks. So this is what is happening. Plus, of course, we are under constant pressure of informational attacks, cyber attacks that you've mentioned, and I would like to respond to your to the last reel in your program, and I would like to say that they are not attacking countries which help Ukraine. They just attacking Europe. And they are attacking democracies all around the world. So they, we always have to pay attention to what they say. Yes, of course, they don't say a lot of things officially, but let's not forget that they even didn't declare war to us officially. So they are chicken on official level. They are chicken. But what they say through their propaganda channels, it's clear message. They say that they are in war with all democratic world. So, and this is the fact that we all have to take. You know, we have to admit this inconvenient truth. that maybe Europe doesn't want to be involved in war with Russia, but Russia considers itself already in war with Europe. That's the difference.
Right. I would. Well, I'm certain those definitely who support Ukraine would like other Europeans to take that under consideration. One thing that I asked the spokesperson for the operational command here just earlier on our program was something that President Zelensky had said the last time a missile crossed in from Ukrainian to Polish airspace, and that is, should Polish forces shoot down missiles that are targeting Western Ukraine? Based on what we saw on this last strike, is that still a popular sentiment in Ukraine, that Poles should shoot down missiles potentially over Ukrainian territory?
Look, Poland is doing everything well, I would say, and right, because the main goal and duty of Polish army is to protect Poland and to protect Polish sky. And changing of these decisions, changing of these tactics, it's a level of NATO. And we were very surprised here to hear some statements from NATO officials when people said that we don't want to involve our air forces to help Ukraine to protect Ukrainian sky, because we think that it will mean our clash with Russian army. But sorry, colleagues, a drone or rocket does not have any citizenship. Unmanned drones and rockets don't have human rights. So that's why, of course, it's strange to compare helping us to shoot down drones and rockets and direct clashes with Russian soldiers and officers. These are absolutely two different things. So I think that NATO as organization should, well, and we would of course appreciate even if NATO will think about this, well, I would say strange logic, because again, we use Western weapon to shoot down these dozens of drones and rockets practically several days, several times per each week.
Right, right,
or even every day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that we clash with some Russian pilots, because again, drones and rockets doesn't have citizenship.
Yep.
Of course. We're just a little bit short on time, but I'd really like to ask your opinion about this updated mobilization legislation that has come in Ukraine. Obviously, Ukraine is in dire need of military support, but journalists who are on the ground and speak to soldiers there say that it's actually the number of soldiers that needs to be boosted. Can you just give us a few of your thoughts regarding this legislation?
Look, the legislation didn't bring something dramatically new. And now already we have much more people which are coming to local military commissariats. The problem was that, of course, when you here fighting every day with Russians, don't feel well, full-scale support from Western allies, it, of course, influences civilian moods, I would say, and cause kind of frustration. But now, as soon as we understand that we are not betrayed, that not only Poland or Baltic states, but NATO and the United States and other countries still support us and give us everything we need to fight successfully with Russians. This attitude had started to change, and in this case, a law of mobilization is just like additional instrument, because the victory that definitely will come it can be reached by different instruments, with the help of all our friends and allies, and with the support, domestic support.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, Mykyta Poturaiev, Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Humanitarian and Information Policy in the Ukrainian Parliament. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on TVP World.
Thank you.